Hello there guys, and welcome to another Forza Horizon 5 video on my channel. It is now the autumn/storm season of Series 14 Horizon at Donut Media, and in this video I'm going to be taking you through all of the events in this autumn festival playlist, giving you tips, tricks and tunes in order to complete all of the challenges in this week's festival playlist, get yourself the relevant rewards and of course work towards the season and series rewards. There are a total of 63 points up for grabs in this season. We of course have the 20 and 40 point rewards and also the individual rewards to unlock throughout the way. As usual, we have ourselves some seasonal rewards. This week for 20 points we have the Morris Traveller with 2 L's, because we have the Morris Traveller with 1 L in this spring season. Not confusing at all, especially from the same company. So this is a brand new exclusive to Forza Horizon 5, however obviously it is renowned for being in Forza Horizon 4, very British, not really very Mexican. That is for 20 points, and for 40 points with the Ferrari 599 GTO, another hard to find exclusive car. I believe you can use the convertible feature on that one, which is very cool. However, I may be wrong, so feel free to correct me in the comments. So they are our seasonal rewards, which you can unlock throughout the course of the festival playlist, and in this video you'll be able to see how you can do that by working through each of the challenges. And let's not forget the series rewards for the Donut Media Series 14 update and whole festival playlist. There are 252 points across the whole festival playlist. For 80 points you'll be able to unlock yourself the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, and that is a hard to find exclusive. And for 160 points the slightly less flashy Alpine A110 from 2017, another exclusive vehicle there in the festival playlist. The first section of events in this week's Autumn Festival playlist is the monthly events, and this contains the Donut Media Horizon story and both of the monthly Rivals events. As suggested by the name, these events last across the whole month, meaning you can complete them in any of the 4 seasons across Series 14, and in whichever season you do choose to complete them in, the relative points associated with each of these challenges will be added on to each of the other 3 weeks across the festival playlist. So the points stated in the tick box is how many points you get across the whole series, and then that will be divided by 4 to get the number added onto your season total for each week. First up in the monthly events is the Horizon Story Donut Media at Horizon. As you can see, I've already completed this, however it doesn't matter if you haven't, because as I've just said, you can complete this in any of the 4 seasons. This will get you 12 points towards the whole series and 3 points added on each week, and also a Pontiac Firebird Trans Am Forza Edition. All you need to do for this is to complete all 5 of the chapters and get 3 stars on each chapter. That means getting a total of 15 stars across the whole story. Very simple. The first chapter you'll automatically complete when you first boot up the game after the update, so you probably already have done that. That is why it says series intro complete here. And then the other 4 chapters you'll need to go to as they pop up throughout the map after each previous chapter. They are very simple chapters. You just need to get 3 stars on each of them, and that will complete your Horizon story. The other 2 events in this section are the monthly Rivals and the Forza EV Rivals. For both of these, all you need to do is post a clean lap on their respective tracks in their respective cars to complete them. You'll get 4 points towards the series for each of them, which means 1 point each per week for each of them. So if you add them together, the monthly Rivals and the Forza EV, that's 8 points towards the series and 2 points added onto your total each week. So to post a clean lap, all you need to do is make sure that your lap doesn't have a exclamation mark next to your time. If you do have that, that means it is flagged /dirty, and you don't want that. Essentially you just need to avoid rewinding, hitting walls and missing checkpoints. As long as you do that, you'll pretty much be okay. If you do get a flag lap, all you need to do is go around again until you get a clean lap, and then you can hit quit and it'll be absolutely fine. You do not actually have to beat your rival, so don't be trying to try hard and beat the rival. If you want to, you can drive around at 10 miles an hour, get a clean lap and then hit quit, and you'll have it completed. We now move on to the second section of this week's festival playlist, which is the Forzathon events. This contains the weekly #Forzathon challenges, the daily #Forzathon challenges, and of course the Horizon Forzathon shop, where you can spend all of your hard-earned Forzathon points from across these challenges and Horizon Arcade. First up in this section is the weekly hashtag Forzathon challenge, Up to Speed. This will get you 5 points towards the festival playlist and 80 Forzathon points, or 160 Forzathon points, which is double if you own the La Casa Solidera house. This house comes free with VIP and gets you double Forzathon points in any Forzathon related event, including Horizon Arcade, and I'd highly recommend you get it. As I said then, this Forzathon challenge is called Up to Speed, and you'll need to make sure that you're in the 2002 BMW M3 GTR in order to complete all of these challenges, and that is what is stated in Chapter 1, Icon of an Era. Just so you know, this car can be bought in the auto show for 180,000 credits. The reason why it's quite expensive is that it's actually a very, very rare BMW M3. Only 10 of them were ever made, so 180,000 credits is actually quite cheap when you consider things. However, some may say it's only a BMW, but a very, very good one in my opinion. Of course, you do not need to tune this car. However, if you do want to tune, I've created a nice purist rear-wheel drive tune, which is near the bottom of S1 class. That can be found under my gamertag Shylo 2017 if you want to download it, but it is not compulsory. Once you're in your M3 GTR, tuned or untuned, you'll be able to move on to Chapter 2, Homologation. This wants you to drive 5 miles in your 2002 BMW M3 GTR. Very, very simple. Go anywhere on the map and simply drive it for 5 miles, or I believe that is 8 kilometres if you are in the metric kind of units. So I did it basically by just driving down the highway. It wasn't even the full length of the highway, and it unlocked. I actually did it by accident when I was testing the top speed of my tune. So very, very simple to complete. If you want to get it done quickly, head over to the highway. If you just want to drive around cruising on the map, then it's completely up to you, but a very, very short and simple challenge. Chapter 3 is called Street Legal and wants you to simply earn a Daredevil skill. For those of you that don't know, a Daredevil skill is where you drive between 2 AI cars on the free roam very closely, so both of them will get you a near miss. So it's essentially 2 near misses at the same time, and that will get you a Daredevil skill. I find it easiest to do this, for example, on the highway. So you can either do it where there's 2 cars going in the same direction, you squeeze between them, or you can do it where there's cars going in opposite directions, and again you squeeze between them to get yourself a Daredevil skill. This can also be done on other roads where there's a high volume of traffic, but of course there is always going to be lots of traffic on the highway for you to complete it. I'll try and get a quick example to show you what it looks like now, and I'll pop that up on screen for you. It can sometimes be helpful to head on over to Horizon Solo. This way more AI cars will spawn, including driver cars, meaning that the chance of you getting a Daredevil skill is increased. And there you have yourself a Daredevil skill. The final chapter of the Up to Speed Forzathon Weekly Challenge is called Car Done Well and wants you to simply earn 9 stars at PR Stunts in your M3 GTR. All you need to do is head on over to your map, filter to all of the PR stunts, either to a specific PR stunt or to all of them, and then just pick your favourite PR stunts or any random PR stunts and get the 9 stars. If you get 3 stars every time, you'll only need to do 3 PR stunts. It may be the same PR stunt or it may be a different one depending on the way that your M3 GTR is built. It might be for drifting, speed zones, danger signs, whatever. You just need to get 9 stars on any PR stunts and the Forzathon Weekly Challenge will be completed. Now we have ourselves the daily Forzathon challenges. There are 7 of these, and each of them pop up at 2:30 PM GMT every day. So you'll see one pop up every day, and each of them last for 7 days each, meaning that 6 of them will last over into the winter season. If you're like me, you might want to wait until a few of them unlocked and then complete them all at once. If you're having any issues with these, let me know in the comments of any posts or video or this video in the comment sections, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. If you're struggling with them, if they don't make sense, you think they're bugs, just give me a basic description and I'll be more than happy to help you out. In terms of this week's Horizon Forzathon shop for the autumn/storm season, the Pagani Zonda R and the Koenigsegg CC8S are both good investments of 300 and 600 Forzathon points. If you've got some spare Forzathon points lying around, you could always spend them on the Donut Media Top and the Pinball Machine Car Horn, and of course you can even spend them on wheel spins and super wheel spins if you're really feeling that you need to spend them. We now move on to our third section of this week's festival playlist. It is the longest section and it will take the longest amount of time. It is the seasonal events containing Horizon Arcade, the Trial, PR Stunts and Seasonal Championships. Let's start off then with the Horizon Arcade minigames. This wants you to complete any Horizon Arcade theme and it wants you to complete all 3 rounds. All you need to do is look out for the pink circles on the map. You can filter to multiplayer events to find these easier. They pop up every 15 minutes and you have 10 minutes to get there from when they first pop up. They can be drifting, air, wreckage, Simon Says and anything like that, and you just need to complete all 3 rounds. Don't worry if you're on your own because the restrictions will be lower based on how many people are actually taking part. So just complete all 3 rounds. You'll also get yourself 30 or 60 Forzathon points to spend in the Forzathon shop, as well as the 3 points towards the festival playlist. Next up is the Trial Bumper to Bumper. This will get you 10 points towards the festival playlist and a mini JCW buggy. If you've ever played the Eliminator, you'll know that this is an absolutely shocking car and literally nobody cares about it. The restriction this week is B class anything goes and we'll be racing dirt racing. Do remember with the Trial as well, it is a co-op event, meaning that you and a team, you're on a team of 6 people versus a team of 6 driver tires, and your aim is to overcome the driver tires by overtaking them and getting more points by overtaking them. And basically it is a best of 3, and whoever has the most points each race wins that race, and the best of 3 means that the team getting to 2 wins first will take the overall win. Quite a few suggestions this week, so let's get straight into it. First of all, we have the 1977 Holden Tirana A9X, which you can't see because Forza's decided that it doesn't exist anymore. Then we also have the Mercedes-Benz G65 AMG from 2013, the Mitsubishi Lanza Evolution 6 from 99. Moving along, we also have the Subaru Legacy RS, the Subaru Impreza 22B and the 2005 Subaru Impreza WRX. All of these tunes are shared under my gamertag Shylo 2017. Now we have ourselves the seasonal PR stunts. There are 3 of them this week, and as usual I'll be showing you the restrictions for the event, then the cars that I am suggesting, and then I'll show you a short clip of me completing the PR stunt. First of all, we have the La Mesa danger sign, 2 points in the super wheel spin, and the restriction is S2 class anything goes. The danger sign is here, and the seasonal objective is 300 meters at the La Mesa danger sign. For this one, I would most recommend the 1986 Hoonigan Ford RS200 Evolution. However, if you want to chance your luck with a supercar or any other off-road build that you have, then you are more than welcome to give it a go. The RS200 is just a very trustworthy choice for me with these types of challenges. Tune for this is shared under my gamertag Shylo 2017. As you can see, I have set my route and I'm just starting from the road slightly behind the danger sign here. All we're going to do is absolutely send it and hope for the best. As usual are the tactics for these types of events. So essentially we just hammer on the throttle, we go in a straight line and we yeet ourselves off the end and hope for 300 meters. And of course, as usual, we get less than 300 meters. Yay! It is at this point that we all need to remind ourselves that the developers like to be annoying and set challenges that are indeed impossible to complete unless you are an absolute sweat. Hooray! It's a win! I guarantee myself the name in the sweaty leaderboards. I have completed the challenge. Good luck! Our next PR stunt is the Punter Allen Speed Zone, 2 points in the super wheel spin and S2 as anything goes. Again, is the restriction for this one. For this one, you'll need 155 miles an hour in the Punter Allen Speed Zone. Here, I would most recommend the 2018 McLaren Senna, the 2014 Porsche 918 Spider, or the 2019 Rimac Concept 2. Okay then, so it doesn't really matter which side you start from with this one. I'm in my Senna, I'm going to absolutely floor it and see where that gets us. Not very far it seems, as we just casually slide around like an absolute nutter. Okay then, and on take 2, we missed the finish line. Wow, what an absolute genius. Okay, and on take 2, we managed to get across the line with 167 miles per hour. Our final PR stunt is the Cara S Drift Zone, so for those of you that don't like drifting, I can only apologise on behalf of Playground Games. 2 points and a super wheel spin, S2 class anything goes, or low of course, make sure you've got a car suitable for drifting. And the restriction for this one is 1 million points. Now, not many people are actually able to do this. As you can see, my PB is only 1,070,000. It is pretty difficult to do, and if you're pretty rubbish at drifting and don't really like drifting, you are going to struggle with this one. It is also a very, very long drift zone, so if you mess up near the bottom, you're going to be very, very annoyed. For this one, I recommend the 2016 Shelby GT350R with my rear-wheel drive drift build, if you are quite good at drifting and prefer purist drift builds. And for those of you that are kind of beginners to drifting and want an easy slider, the 777 Corvette Formula Drift, I've got an all-wheel drive tune for that one that is very, very easy to slide and will hopefully be able to help you complete this drift zone. We now stumble across 3 seasonal championships. Remember, for these ones the difficulty is automatically locked to highly skilled, and they can also be completed in co-op or in solo. If you're completing them in solo, you'll need to drive or fast travel to each of the 3 races and complete all of them. If you're in co-op, it'll automatically fast travel you, and it'll be a best of 3 working the same way as it does in the trial. Championship 1 of the autumn storm season is called HRS PRS, not really sure what that means, maybe it's code for something. 5 points and an aerial atom is the reward, and we'll be racing road racing. The restriction for this one is S2 class hypercars. The S2 class hypercars I have to suggest are the McLaren Senna, the Porsche 918 and the Rimac Conson 2, so the same cars you've just seen for the Punta Allen Speed Zone. Championship 2 is called Pop-Up Headlights. It is road racing. We'll get you 5 points towards the festival playlist and a Dodge Durango, and the restriction is B-class cars with pop-up headlights. If you want to know all of the cars with pop-up headlights, I will leave that in the description. I'll try and find the info because I did see it the other day, but I can't remember exactly where it is, so I'll go ahead and find that and pop it in the description for you. I have one car I know he's definitely got pop-up headlights that is a quite decent B-class tune, so let's go ahead and see what that is. That car is the 1997 Mazda RX-7. It has got just over 300 horsepower and is quite a well-balanced B-class build, and it's definitely a qualifier for that pop-up headlights restriction. The final autumn/storm season seasonal championship is street racing. We'll get you 5 points towards the festival playlist, a 1992 Honda NSX-R, and it's called High-Low. The restriction for this one is B-Class 2003 Nissan Fairlady Z, also known as the 350Z, using the V6 from the Nissan GTR. As usual, I've created a tune for you guys. It's shared under my gamertag Shylo 2017. It is using the lovely Big Country Labs wing, rear wheel drive and drag tyres, so it is a bit of a purist build, and it's very, very fun to drive. Here we are then in the challenges section of the Autumn Festival playlist, starting off then with the photo challenge. This week's photo challenge is called #MorePowerBaby, or More Power Baby, something like that, and wants you to photograph the 2017 Ram 2500 Power Wagon at the Sierra Verde Dam. It will get you 2 points towards the festival playlist and a bass drop car horn reward. All you need to do for this one is hop in your Ram Power Wagon, head over to this very location on the map, located right next to Muirley, open photo mode, take a photo, and the photo challenge will be completed. Here is a quick example photo for you, just so you can get a brief see of what you need to do. The second and final challenge in this week's festival playlist is the Collectibles challenge, Donuts Stop Me Now, and it wants you to smash 10 donuts across the motorway. It will get you 3 points towards the festival playlist and a 2016 911 GT3 RS. All you need to do to complete this challenge is head over to the highway/motorway, whichever one you call it, and look out for these donut media donuts, which are actually kind of fixated to the ground. Then you're just gonna get a bit of speed, smash through them as well. If you can call that a smash, you just need to smash through 10 of these and you'll have yourself the challenge completed. If you're in solo, you can smash through one, rewind, smash through it again 10 times. If you're in Horizon Life like I am, you'll actually have to find 10 of them and smash through 10 of them for it to complete. Finally, we have our Hot Wheels events, which of course are only available to those who own the Hot Wheels expansion. This can be purchased separately in the Microsoft Store or as part of the Premium Add-ons bundle. And for those of you that don't know, if you don't own the Hot Wheels expansion and you're going for the 100% Festival Playlist achievement, it will take that into account and will subtract the Hot Wheels events points from your total in order to still give you the achievement. However, if you do own the expansion and just choose not to complete the challenges, you will not be able to complete that 100% achievement. The Hot Wheels PR stunt for the week is the Dragon's Fall Speed Trap. S2 class anything goes, 2 points and a super wheel spin. I'm just going to suggest the same cars as for the PR stunts on the main map. They are the Rimac Concept 2, the Porsche 918 and the McLaren Senna. And the Hot Wheels Seasonal Championship is called Joy of Cars, will be on speed circuits and will get you 5 points towards the Festival Playlist and an AMC Gremlin. The restriction for this one is S1 class anything goes, so pick your favourite S1 class race cars and make sure they are suitable for the Hot Wheels tracks and you'll hopefully have no problem in completing them. Same thing applies with these as on the main map. You can do them co-op or PvP and make sure that you go into all of the races if you're doing it in solo. That is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am aware that this video will be slightly longer than last week's. Obviously we hit pretty much a world record for me of 24 minutes last week. I know this video is a bit longer, however I'm kind of off the ball today. I know I'm trying to make up excuses, but I am very tired today. Definitely not on top form, so I'll try to get back to top form for next week to make sure that next week's video is as short as possible and straight to the point. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. Timestamps will be up tomorrow. Thanks to the moderators, so a big thank you to you guys for helping out as usual. So they will be up in the description, so do check back for them tomorrow. I also am planning on doing a live stream over the weekend, so if you check out the poll I put on, yes, we now have access to community polls, which is very useful. You'll be able to vote on what you want to see in that live stream if it does go ahead. So do go ahead and check that out on the community tab of the channel. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the live stream, if not in the next video, and I'll see you then. Bye!